For those of you that don't know, I have covered many NetEase games over the course of several years. I've also been a part of several different content creator groups or like content creator programs with their games, including Diablo Immortal, which is a pretty massive NetEase game that is also mobile and very much not a gacha, but has, a lot of pay to win in it. I want to make a video real quick to discuss what you guys should know about NetEase and what it means for Destiny Rising. Let's get straight to it. So first things first, NetEase is a very smart developer. Obviously, they make really good games. At a face value, Diablo Immortal is an amazing game. At a face value, Destiny Rising is an amazing game. At a face value, Marvel Rivals is also a very good game. They have a lot of success, but there's also drawbacks. And then they have a lot of developers in general get a lot of heat. Obviously, Bungie as a whole gets a lot of heat for Destiny 2 right now. This is obviously not developed by Bungie. This is developed fully by NetEase with permission and probably purchasing the IP or renting it, I guess you could say, from Bungie. But one thing for sure, while there are a lot of issues or opportunities for improvement. There are a lot of opportunities for improvement in Destiny Rising that we've all vocalized and we've shared it with them and we've shared it in general. And usually on behalf of the community is the goal as a content creator. NetEase will not take action quickly, but they are listening. That was one thing that I've always been very impressed by. They are always listening, and they also do a really, really good job of making decisions based off data. So here's the thing about games, guys. So when you watch a content creator, yes, our opinions are very loud because we're making a video about it to hopefully educate other people and or see if other people agree with that opinion or articulate the opinion of our communities in the form of a video. However, in some cases, Destiny Rising, not just Destiny Rising, but content creators in general are the loud minority, and the devs want to grow the majority. You know what I mean? So there are sometimes going to be hard decisions that need to be made that are not going to be good for the very loud minority, but are really good for the silent majority. Case in point, small quality of life changes that are good for free-to-play players or good for new players. Like if they were to change the new player experience and overhaul that, that would be something that like in-game players would be like, huh? Like that's not helping me with my pinnacle problem. That's not helping me get the, necessary upgrade stuff that I need to get more heroes upgraded. That's not what I need. But it is something that will help the majority of players. And one thing that Destiny Rising does need, and no, I'm not saying the new player experience needs to be overhauled. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that happen at some point because that is something that they have done multiple times in Diablo Immortal. But it is one of those things that, we don't see the benefit, but if it gets more people to play the game for longer, then it will help us because ultimately, whales aren't going to play the game if nobody else is playing it. The whole point of being a whale is that you've spent more money and that you can now flex on other people that you're better than them and stronger than them and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't have the ability of flexing on someone, then you don't do it. So nobody wants to play a dead game. And I'm not saying Destiny Rising is dead. In fact, far from it. But what I am saying is that they will take the feedback. And actually, let's make this a little productive. I do need to figure out a new. I want to change one of my talents on my bow. I actually want Archer's Tempo instead of Annihilation. Maybe not though. I don't know. I go back and forth on this one all the time. Anyway, maybe I'll just let it go. But again, I think that that's something that a lot of people, I just want to make sure a lot of people are aware of, both content creators alike and just the general community. I think there are a lot of frustrations with Destiny Rising. Act 2, I don't want to say was a letdown, but did leave people like, wanting more, and there could be more coming. And I think that it's important to note that as a developer, they do a really great job of getting data for pain points before making a decision. So it will feel as though they are not listening because it will take longer than what we as the community or as content creators feel like it would be appropriate to fix something. And then when they do fix it, you're like, well, yeah, that's been broken forever. Why'd you take so long? Because they were collecting data. And again, as a both as a player, as a content creator, and as somebody who is not doing this full time and works full time, I can understand taking a analytical approach to something before investing resources into changing it. That makes a lot of sense when you take a step back and remove the emotions and be like, all right, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Now, will they make changes based off what we're asking for specifically? No, I will say that. No, they won't do that. They won't be like, okay, fine, the community wants this, they'll give it to us. But they will take data and they will listen to us and make decisions based off, again, based off of that feedback. They will not change it to that feedback. They will make decisions because of the feedback. And I think we saw that with the mail that we got recently. They did sort of do an oopsie daisy, if you will. So they kind of screwed the pooch and messed up. What was it, Calamity Ops? No, not Calamity Ops. The Expanse, both of them actually. So certain exotic weapons weren't working. They made it also a lot harder than it was supposed to be, and it was just bad. So they actually gave us some pretty nice rewards. So the challenge keys were good. Actually Pinnacle Energy for the first time. Wow, it's crazy. 300 Luma leaves. 10,000 black market coins, 60 bright pigments, and then, the other stuff that we don't need. This was a really nice apology. And again, it says Destiny Rising journey has only just begun. And we keep, let's keep working to make the future even better. Thank you for your understanding and support. May the light be with you. But they do a really good job. And I just said do as well. But they do a really great job of listening to feedback. And it's going to be different in terms of how fast they will do it. So the team has been listening carefully to the voices of each and every light bearer. From our very first test to our launch, your suggestions and feedback have helped us to make great improvements. As a thank you for your constant feedback and support, and a compensation for the negative experience this update brought, we prepared a very special gift for everyone. Now, I will say the rewards and apologies and thank you gifts that we get in Destiny Rising, 10 times better than what we've ever gotten in Diablo Immortal. 10 times better. So these rewards are a W. And again, it was a pretty genuine, I guess it felt genuine in terms of we really kind of messed this up. We're sorry. So I like that, so again, keep in mind, from my experiences, that's the point of this video, is from my experiences in working with NetEase and just their games. They do listen. It just takes a little bit longer than you would like to see from a developer, or even other developers. Like some other developers are very, very fast to react to the community's sort of outcries. NetEase will not be that fast, but they will listen and then ultimately make changes based off the amount of feedback. So there's that. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I just want to make a quick video sort of outlining my experiences with NetEase and where I think Destiny Rising is going. I think that, there's sort of a sentiment that it's in beta, and I want to talk about that, and I guess in more detail, but not in this one. So if you want to see my sort of opinion on Destiny Rising being in beta, make sure you subscribe. I'll have a video coming out with that probably in the very near future. I think it's actually kind of relevant to everything going on, as well as this sort of whoopsie daisy, they messed up, and then are they listening or not sort of feedback. So if you want to see that video and more videos like this for Destiny Rising, make sure you like and subscribe. Hope to see you guys in a video soon. If you haven't already seen the video where I covered the best build for Hellhest, she's right here. Click on it. She's absolutely goated and does tons and tons of damage. I'm loving her. Click on this video right now.